Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ultra Hardware 96623 Gravity Pivot Hinge set. First of all, a set of these, while the picture only shows one set, you're going to get enough to hang a pair of cafe doors. So you're going to get two complete assemblies. Let me show you all the parts now. So you're going to get two bottom jamb pivot assemblies. They're identical, so there's two of them, one for each side. You're going to get two bottom pivot door assemblies. Well, I'm showing it to you upside down. Sorry about that. They're actually supposed to be like that. You're going to get two top jamb assemblies, and then two top door pivot assemblies. Package of screws. It's all in a brass sort of color. There's a link below this video showing the instructions. Okay, this kind of installation is almost an eyeball it sort of thing. It's really simple, really easy. The bottom line is you're going to attach the jamb portion to the bottom portion to the jamb where you need it to be, keeping in mind that there's going to be a 7/8 consumption of space between the bottom of the pivot and where your door is going to be sitting. And that comes into play here when I get the door portion onto the bottom. You can see what you're dealing with there. Okay, so 7/8 of an inch from where your door is going to sit here. So keep in mind that wherever you install this, the bottom of your door will be 7/8 higher. Okay, so you get that attached to the jamb. Am I doing this in order? I'm certainly not. Okay, so step one, we'll go in the steps. What I just did was step 3. You could do step 3 if you wanted. Step 1 is going to be attaching this to the top of the door, and what they're saying that they've got to have is 7/16 of an inch from the edge of the door to the beginning of this portion here of the top pivot. Step 2 is to do the same thing to the bottom of the door, allowing 5/16 of an inch. Yes, from the edge of the door to where this pivot assembly starts. Step 3 is attach that to where you need it to be on the jamb. Remember your 7/8 of an inch. Then you can kind of set your door position. You can start to visualize it. The last thing to do is to attach your jamb portion, with the only thing that you've got to keep in mind is you've got to allow 3/8 of an inch. It's got to look like this when the door is closed, and here's why. 3/8 of an inch has to come in play here. Your door is going to be sitting down here. Now use your imagination. As the door goes in and out, it's going to rise like this. That's why you've got to allow 3/8 of an inch. So when you attach this to the jamb, kick it up 3/8 of an inch from where the door is going to be, because the door is going to rise a little bit as a result of these being gravity style pivots, which is accomplished by the miter that you see on these plastic portions here. Now this is a hold open version as well, and that's accomplished by the little notch that's cut there. I know it's hard to see. That notch kind of fits into here, so when you push the door to about 115 degrees or so, it's going to hold open at that point in either direction. Okay. Those dimensions, 7/16 and 5/16, are based on like a 3/4 inch thick door, like a typical cafe door that you're going to have, and a square edge. If you're dealing with something thicker, okay, you're going to have to reduce that margin. If you're dealing with something that has a radiused edge, you can make that margin a little bit tighter. You might want to lay that all out dimensionally first, but this is intended for doors of that sort of thickness. And if you want to discuss what I mean by all that, by all means call me. But if you've got a square edge door, you've got to have enough clearance for that to go through its opening. And those two dimensions give you that ability based on a 3/4 inch thickness. So if you've got something thicker, you're going to need to move the door out a little bit, which means decrease those margins a little bit. Ultra is a full line importer of all things builders, quality hardware related. They have an exhaustive line of items, and this gravity pivot is certainly a very nice situation for a low use or even residential sort of application. I would have no hesitation about using this in an application where light duty was exactly what the job was calling for. If I didn't show them to you, a bag of screws, I think I already did. If you have any questions on the Ultra hardware, 96623 gravity pivot set or any other Ultra hardware product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.